Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer was accused by radio host Nick Ferrari of riding both horses on Brexit as he refused to clarify whether he would ask for an extension to the talks with the EU were he the Prime Minister. As the third round of the Brexit negotiations between the UK and the EU will begin today, Monday, talks of extending the transition period beyond the December 31 deadline have emerged again in Westminster circles. Asked by LBC host Nick Ferrari whether he would press pause on the talks were he the Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer refused to give a decisive answer. He said, "I would seek to ensure that the negotiations were completed as quickly as possible. I've not called for a pause because the government says it's going to get it done by the end of the year." Nick Ferrari picked the Labour leader up on his confusing response, as he blasted, "Aren't you riding both horses there? With respect, you're saying you don't think it's practical but then you wouldn't press pause. You're falling between both mixed messages." To which Sir Keir replied, "No, I don't think it's practical but we're a long way from December so we'll see how we get on. But the government has said it can do it within the 12 months. So let's see." On Sunday, Northern Ireland's First Minister Arlene Foster said the British government should not be distracted by talks of extending the Brexit transition period. The UK government has insisted the transition period will not be extended beyond 2020, despite officials in London and Brussels admitting there has been little progress in the 2 rounds of formal talks held so far. December 31 is the deadline for the end of the transition period unless the UK agrees by June to extend it. Speaking to Sky's Sophie Ridge on Sunday, Mrs Foster said, "At the moment we are talking to the government about Brexit. We have a very particular issue around the Northern Ireland Protocol. We have been engaging with the Paymaster and Michael Gove around that issue. It is important that we get clarity for our businesses in Northern Ireland. We should not be distracted by talk of lengthening the transition or anything like that."